All right, Radio Raheem here with Oscar De La Hoya, Cowboy Stadium, the biggest, most elaborate stadium in the NFL. Such a huge stage. A lot has been said about this main event, but what hasn't been said enough is the card is stacked. You put on a hell of a card here. A lot of fighters. Obviously, it makes sense to have Latin descent. Talk to me about bringing all these kind of fighters, a lot of Latins, here to Dallas and the reception that you've had.
Well, I mean, given the fact that it's the Mexican Independence Weekend, everybody's going to be celebrating. Given the large population of Hispanics and Mexican fans, and being close to the border, we'll most likely have a walk-up of 10 to 15,000 people coming in from Mexico, which is going to be incredible. It was by design. We have a lot of, one thing about us is that we're very diverse. We love having fighters, obviously from the U.S. We love having fighters from Mexico, from different parts of the world. But most importantly, we want to stage the best fights possible, the most entertaining fights. And I believe every single fight on pay-per-view will be an exciting fight.
Well, obviously, the competition for most exciting fights available is stiff. We just came away from Kell Brook facing Triple G, a matchup that people are going to compare to this inevitably.
Which was a good fight.
Which was a good fight, and it was entertaining. Did you think that you would see what you saw at Kell Brook? How did you assess the fight afterwards?
No, I was actually surprised by what Kell Brook brought to the table. I was actually I was shocked of the damage he inflicted on Triple G. I didn't expect that. I mean, you have a small welterweight who was hurting a full-blown middleweight. It's happened before, but I didn't expect it from Kell Brook. He did a great job, Kell Brook. He held his own, has a lot of heart, and he'll fight another day. So it was exciting to watch. I was actually entertained.
A lot of people agree with you. They were surprised at how much damage Kell was able to do, but it begs the question, does that inform you with the Triple G Canelo Alvarez fight? Like, maybe he is ready. Does seeing that fight make you think differently about the matchup with Canelo?
No, not at all. I mean, look, I have my plan of when I'm going to stage that fight, and when it happens, it's going to happen. I mean, look, I can easily say that this fight is not going to take 6 to 8 years to make the way Pacquiao Mayweather was made, but this is going to happen very soon, actually relatively soon. So, I can't wait to make it happen, and I think we're gonna really witness on Saturday night all these fighters on the card giving it their all and putting on a great show.
When you say relatively soon, are you still thinking the year like September 17? Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, we have to wait and see if Canelo wins first on Saturday night, and then we'll sit down and take it from there. But first thing is first. But I'll tell you one thing: that fight is going to happen very soon.
You say this isn't going the way of Pacquiao Mayweather, but it kind of is. So those two guys facing common opponents was part of the storyline. We could see that happening with this. Kell Brook at 154, Canelo at 154. We saw that he's able to box and carry his weight. Is that a fight you'd be interested in making if it's not Triple G next?
Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see again. Look, I don't know exactly what's going to happen on Saturday nights. We haven't even discussed or talked about future opponents. First thing is first, and let's just hope Canelo wins on Saturday.
Well, what Liam Smith says we're going to see on Saturday night is two fighters standing toe-to-toe. People think that Triple G may have got a little bit exposed from Kell Brook being able to box so well. They said the same thing about Canelo. Are either one of them right?
Well, I think one of them is right, and it's not the opponent that my guy fought. I think Kell Brook did a tremendous job against Triple G. He gave him a little movement. He has skill, Kell Brook, and guess what? I mean, Kell Brook was probably the first fighter that Triple G fought that has skills and gave him trouble. So I strongly feel that imagine when Canelo fights Triple G, it's going to be one heck of a fight.
Oscar, you're a hell of a boxer, like one of the best. I don't just mean boxer as a sport. I mean literally boxer, not slugger, proficient technical fighter. You must see that there are things you can impart to Canelo regardless to what other people say are his weaknesses. Having that skill set, is that something that you bring to the camp? Do you come into camp and help him kind of hone those boxing skills, knowing it's something he's going to need down the line?
Well, there's little tips here and there that you can give a fighter. I think Canelo's team is doing a great job in making sure that he keeps progressing forward and not regressing. I think every time we see Canelo, he's getting better, he's getting faster, he's getting stronger, he's using better footwork. Look, against Amir Khan, the first few rounds they were a filling out process, they were a figuring out. And guess what? He figured him out and was able to knock him out in a spectacular fashion. So Canelo's doing what he's supposed to do. His team is teaching him. They're learning. They're growing, and I don't think we've come even close in witnessing the best Canelo yet.
In the war of wars that happens between promoters, especially when big fights aren't getting made, after the Triple G fight, their camp says that Canelo's like your cash cow and you're protecting him, and it's just about money and not boxing and what needs to happen for the sport. If that's not the case, what is the basis on which you're making these decisions?
I think the basis is him filling up his body, growing his body to a natural 60-pounder. I think his body's not there yet. I think that the fact that Canelo still makes 155 with no problem is a big issue. I've moved up 6 different weight classes, and I did it in due time. I did it the right way, except when I went up to 160 and fought Bernard Hopkins because it was too much weight for me. But Canelo's body is getting there. He'll fill into 160 very soon. So that's the only factor that comes into mind. But I think that that fight will happen very soon.
And with that said, Joe Gallagher says if Canelo comes in on weigh-in, even an ounce over 154, no negotiation, they're walking, they're going to Vegas to spend your money.
and they should, because there's no reason why any fighter should be coming overweight. Canelo will make the weight with no problem.
One fighter that you had in your stable, and it was a surprise that we saw he was released, Ortiz. We thought in the heavyweight division that he really could make a mark. It seems like there's a lot of fights out there. What was the problem with the promotion of Ortiz, and why is he now no longer with Golden Boy?
Oh, no issues. Look, I mean, we went our own ways amicably, and we wish him the best of luck, and may he win a world title, may he do all his dreams come true, and I wish him the best of luck.
Right, but with so many, I guess, titles out there in the heavyweight division, on the other side of the pond here, we got, even a title holder in your own stable. Why was it difficult to make him fights?
Well, it wasn't really difficult to stage fights. I think the difficult problem he has is that nobody wants to fight him. He's that good. So, we wish him all the best of luck, and, may he capture that world title that he dearly wants.
And lastly, Oscar, when you look forward to 2017, which is upon us, in a perfect world, just break down for me your fighters. What are the best matchups that we can hopefully see you making in 2017?
Well, we don't obviously know. I mean, look, there's so many fights we can make. I can't obviously predict the future, but we have a lot of young kids who are coming up the ranks. A lot of fighters who are willing to fight anybody, and 2017 and the end of this year we have some good events coming up, and but 2017 would be, I think, the breakout year